Glenn for going upstairs. Keep it going for Jen. Come on up, Jen.
Oh, it's Jen's first time?
Yes. Woo. I was supposed to tell you it's my first time. The smell of the New York summer heat is simply otherworldly. I absorbed this truth most fully 2 weeks ago when I was walking along Christopher Street during Pride Week after a quite unsuccessful attempt at courting someone. That's for a different night. And I like to think that since moving to the city in August 10 months ago, that I have grasped at every available opportunity to see and to taste and yes, smell New York. It was last Christmas I was sitting on the toilet at my parents' home in Boston, and I started to cry out of sheer joy. And the reason for this was I had just Skyped with my selfless, beautiful, warm girlfriend, Chrysanthemum, and her 6 siblings. And the reason I was crying was because we had just said goodbye, and amidst the shouts of goodbye, Jen, and the punching and the yelling, Chris managed to lock her eyes with mine with this wordless power that said, I love you so much. And so here I was reflecting on that moment on the toilet. Chris and I moved to New York together in August, and since we met 2.5 years prior, we were the happiest little lovebirds. And in our East 70th Street love nest, we hosted cookie decorating parties. We enjoyed cooking dinner every night and that daily happiness. We fell asleep holding hands in our new memory foam bed, and we fiercely said, I love you every single day. Now, Chris was attending a Christian conference for 4 days after Christmas, and we rejoined me in the city on New Year's Day. Chris was a passionate follower of Christ and had attended conventions like this before, yet she was also a frisbee-wielding, scarf-wearing, hippie feminist the entire time I knew her. And although I didn't share her faith, she respected my lack of it, and I respected hers, and for that reason, I sat in the pews with her on Sundays, and she invited me to pray with her and to even read the Bible with her. The evening of Chris's glorious return, I had prepared a giant vat of her favorite graham cracker cookie dough. And we would spend the night baking and catching up, but realistically rolling around on the kitchen floor, clutching our salmonella-induced nausea. When Chris came home that night, she said the following things to me. Jen, I am too in love with you to militantly pursue Jesus. I just gave my 2 weeks at work, and I'm going to become a missionary. And she broke up with me. Since that day, my life can be best described as learning how to walk again, learning how to live when it still feels like half of my heart is out there beating someplace else. And in this journey, I can't get over that she is gone, and the breathless adoration that we lost is gone. And for one moment, she got caught up at a darkened, creepy conference where these zealots were screaming down her throat, and she let herself be influenced by that, as well as several hundred other impressionable college kids. Of course I'm in love with her. Nothing changed. And I forever dream of the day she remembers that God remembers, or she re-remembers that God loves us too, and I will turn onto East 70th Street, and she will be seated on the stoop, brandishing a guitar, and she will serenade me back with an acoustic rendition of Jason Derulo's It Girl. Because the uncomplicated truth is I love this crazy bitch. And although I am forever hoping, I am not forever waiting. And I have been eat, pray, loving, hardcore, Lizzie Gilbert style. In the past 6 months, I've auditioned for the X Factor. I have karaoke'd until 3 in the morning. I have cavalierly met up for drinks with a kindergarten classmate I haven't spoken to in decades. I've discovered the tremendous power of possessing parents that love me unconditionally, regardless of where I stand on the spectrum of sexuality. I have read books of philosophy, the books of the gospel. I have read books called When Your Relationship Ends. I have read books called How Religion Poisons Everything. I have pondered the title of my eventual memoir, which will be titled The Missionary Position. And I have started taking classes at UC Theater and garnered a wonderful new circle of improv friends, one of which is my friend Kevin. After our Improv 101 show on the first day of summer, Kevin and I were heart-to-hearting backstage, and I said, Kevin, I'm still in love with her. I'm still not over chrysanthemum. When do I contemplate medication? Am I crazy? And Kevin posed a question to me that his very own mother asked him at a traumatic point in his life. And he said, Jen, are you doing everything possible in your power to make yourself happy? And I said, yes. My answer is yes. Thank you.